from ChiTwist, and today we're making a Minnie Mouse hairband. I get asked for Minnie Mouse all the time, and there's never really enough time to make the whole thing. So I started making these hairbands, and so hopefully this will come in handy for you too. You're going to start out with a pink 260 with about a 6 to 8 inch tail. You're going to make 6 flower petals, nice and soft and nice and small. All about 2 to 3 fingers wide. Here's your flower petal base. Next thing we're going to do is grab our blush 260 with about a 4 inch tail. You're not going to use a whole lot of this. We're going to grab that, and we're going to grab our black 260. Go ahead and tie these together. Just like that. And you're going to squeeze down about a hand's width bubble. About 4 inches or so, give or take. And go ahead and make a bubble that's about 2 fingers, and one more. And connect that back into right here. Do that again. On the back side, you're going to make a small pinch twist. And then you're going to make a flower petal that's about the same size as the ones you did for the base. So just like that. Next thing you're going to do is reposition your 260 to the side here. Give it a squeeze. And you're going to come up right there. You go ahead and twist that into the knots up here and just pull them through to lock it all in place. You're going to make 2 flower petals a little bit bigger than this one. So a good 3 fingers. And give it a squeeze and go back down the other side into the cheeks. You can break off the rest of that, but save it. Go ahead and squeeze some air down to the tip, and that's going to be your nose. If I can tie it off. Give yourself about an inch. Feed it right through the flower petal here for your nose area, I guess you call it. Just pull it through and connect it to the back. And just hide those old nozzles from the top inside somewhere where you can't see them. So now you've got this. Now we're going to grab a 160, pink or red or whatever color you want for her bow. You can start with a 2-finger bubble and pinch twist it. And then make 2 loops that are smaller than this for the rest of the bow. Just like that. That's all you need for that. And just wrap that right end up here where the ears are at the top. So you have this. Now all you're going to do is twist a bubble, more or less a spacer bubble, and connect that into down here. Then break off the rest. And then just snip the tip of whatever's left from your first pink. And again, like I've been saying before, I use the 1/4" headband, so you have to connect them a little bit looser. Just put your finger in. Hold it here. Put your finger like that, so you have, make sure you have space there. Just wrap it around, not super tight, but nice and snug. And that way it sits just about perfect there. So when they put it on, it doesn't suck up. It's got enough pressure to keep it in, but not too much to where it'll pop up off the head. And all you gotta do is give her some eyes. You could use the eddings and draw everything, but this is supposed to be quick, so just a couple of eyes. One other thing I want to make sure I mention, when you connect this through here, make sure you wrap it all the way back through the front too and back through, just to make sure that this stays really tight. You don't want this wobbling off. But here's the design. Again, it's really quick, very recognizable, and it passes in pretty much any situation. I mean, sometimes you have a birthday kid where you actually need to make the full thing, but if you got a Minnie Mouse party or a Mickey Mouse party, you can crank these out, and it doesn't take more than a couple of minutes, and clients are always impressed with them, the kids love them. But there it is. I'm gonna show you. If you do it how I said, you don't see any space in between the flower base and the headband, in the top of the head. And a lot of times, if you tighten that down too much, this will get sucked up in there, so it kind of pops up, and you'll end up with this gap, about 1 inch between the bottom and the top of the head. So that's my tip for the day. Again, thanks for watching. Till next time.